All right, so I just want to give a few quick thoughts on the Democratic debate last night. I'm going to have a full video later, really detailing it. Probably the most entertaining of all of the debates. And Bloomberg got slaughtered. Let's start off there. And that warmed my heart because it's a long time coming. It's disgusting. It's unacceptable that he's even on that stage to begin with. The fact that people are actually taking Bloomberg serious as a Democratic nominee tells you a lot. It tells you about the influence of money. The Supreme Court said that money is speech, and which is really a ridiculous statement because you could drown out other people with so much money. But I'm getting to that later. So what Bloomberg been doing, he been hiding behind his money, and he got a lot of it, so he have enough to do that. I was surprised he even came to this debate because he's such a poor debater. But he been flooding the airways with ads, and it's a few Super Tuesday states that he been overwhelming the demographics with targeted ads. So I think he's in the lead in Oklahoma, and I saw a poll in Alabama, and like a few other states, even though overall Super Tuesday, Bernie got the advantage. But his money been making a big difference. So I was happy that he actually showed up because it was needed. It was needed for him to answer tough questions. And man. Elizabeth Warren was on the ball all night from the very beginning. He had no good answers on stop and frisk. And I love the fact that Elizabeth Warren pointed this out. And it's not a point that get made enough. He apologized for stop and frisk just last year, right? Up until that, he was defending the policy. But he apologized by saying it got out of hand. No, Elizabeth Warren is 100% accurate, 100% correct. You should be apologizing for the mindset that led you to think that was a good policy in the first place. No, you said take a black man profile or black young adult profile, Xerox it, and just send it around to all police stations. Really, that's how we do it. So basically, you criminalize every black man in the city. Every black man. That's not how crime works if you actually study it. So that's number one. So good job, Elizabeth Warren. That she pointed out sexism. And my God, man, like you running up with Trump. I know a lot of people don't care about sexism, but for a party that claims they do, and you have people supporting him, that tells you a lot too. Because these same people that talk about Trump sexism, a lot of them are supporting Bloomberg. And Bloomberg sexism is almost just as bad as Trump's. So talk about hypocrisy right there. And I don't know how to think Bloomberg would beat Trump in the election. He have no charisma. Yes, Trump is not the smartest, and that's an understatement. Trump is terrible on policy. He's an overall awful human being. But one thing he is entertaining. He know how to put on performance. And Trump would demolish Bloomberg in a debate. He wouldn't even have to talk policy at all. He would just talk shit the whole debate. He would just clown Bloomberg the entire debate. And that's all that's needed, because Bloomberg had no charisma. He had no personality. Suppose that. And on policy, he's not really that much better than Trump. He's another Republican. He might be a little bit better than Trump on like climate or something like that. But on most other issues, he's just as bad. Foreign policy, just as bad as Trump. Maybe even worse. He might even be more of a war hawk than Trump, if you look at his record. On issues of police justice, are we going to get police reform with Bloomberg? Hell no. So where is he better than Trump? And me personally, right, I'm not one of those people that say that we shouldn't vote. I think we should always vote, right? However, if Bloomberg the nominee, I can't do it. And it's hard for me to say that just because, I've been saying how important it is to get Trump out of office because of the judicial system, the courts, not just the Supreme Court, which is a part as well, but the lower courts as well. Trump is flooding the courts with conservative, right-wing, extremist judges, which is very dangerous. However, why would I be confident that Bloomberg would do any better when he's a conservative himself? You know, he's a conservative himself, so I don't trust him on judges either. So if the Democratic Party think the answer to beating Trump is to nominate another Republican, I mean, they're going to have another thing coming to them, because he definitely wouldn't press turn. I don't care how many elected black Democratic officials endorse him. I'm not voting for that piece of shit. And I know there's a ton of people just like me that feel the same way. There's other people that's not going to vote for Bloomberg for other reasons. And just pick them. Like, just pull it out of the jar, because there's 1,000 reasons. I did a video about his support for the Iraq War. Just a terrible candidate. So last night was a success in the fact that he was exposed, especially by Elizabeth Warren. But, you know, Bernie got in his shots, he got in his licks. Biden got in a few good shots. So that was good. My only concern is because he has so much money, hopefully he doesn't get a chance to bury this performance with all his money in it. Because, you know, I don't know, how much money is he going to spend on ads over the next few weeks with Super Tuesday coming in early March? Because of this bad performance, he might spend a few $100 million more on ads to try to bury it. And the press might help him do it. You know, the attention span of a news cycle is not long. The press, and I was watching this morning, they couldn't cover up for Bloomberg too much. Everybody had to admit that he performed poorly. However, they are trying to give him a little bit of cover by shifting to Bernie Sanders. So it's like, well, they should have attacked him. What about Bernie with this? What about Bernie with that? To deflect attention from Bloomberg. And I don't mind Bernie Sanders being asked tough questions. Everybody should. But I do mind if you ask him tough questions and try and focus on him at the expense of being tough on Bloomberg. That's my problem. That's my problem right there. So, yeah, I want to do a video later because we have a lot of talk about. Elizabeth Warren clearly won. Bernie Sanders had a pretty good night. Klobuchar and Pete were terrible. Biden had a few good moments, but Elizabeth Warren bodied him too. Elizabeth Warren bodied everybody on stage except for Bernie. She did a few little jobs on him, but nothing landed solidly. So, but Elizabeth Warren clearly won. Bernie Sanders number 2, Biden 3, and Bloomberg clearly lost. He had the worst performance, but Pete and Amy did poorly as well. They spent way too much time debating each other, and nobody cares about them. You know, like, nobody really cares about what they have to say. And the issues that they was debating, I don't think it's going to hit home for most voters. Maybe in Nevada as well, it will, if you don't know the name of the Mexican president. But even in Nevada, however you pronounce it, even there, I don't know if that's really going to move the needle for either one of them. So, there we go. Alright, so like I said, check out the video later. Don't forget to subscribe, share,